Peace world, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Substantial Weekly. Of course, my name is Substantial. Man. Hey, yo. Let's start by venting just a little bit. So one of the most frustrating things about doing a weekly show, doing these updates and stuff like that, is the technical issues, fam. It's one thing when it makes sense, where it's like, oh, I forgot to plug something in, or I forgot to do this, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. For those of you who do live streaming, you know what I'm talking about. You've been through it. But fam, when it's like an internet issue, right? Like something you can't control, something that's not your fault. It's infuriating. Like, my whole household, like, we've been doing everything like all morning, no problem. Everything's everything. And the moment that I went to go live, it was just like nonstop. Like all of a sudden, everything I'm using like just disconnects. Like nothing's working. It's like conspiracy theory type shit. So yeah, man. Very annoying or whatever way to start things today, but hey man, we are here now and I'm grateful. Shout out to those of you still watching. I appreciate your patience. But yeah, man, one of the things I am looking forward to most about moving in the next 2 months is just being in a different setting and seeing if these issues continue or if it's really just the area I live in. Because I literally pay for like the fastest internet I can get with the company I'm with. I'm literally hard lined in, doing all the stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like, so again, man, I appreciate y'all patience. Shout out to everyone in the chat watching right now. If you are tuned in, make sure you say peace. Let me know where you're watching from, and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to those of you who were here before but ended up stepping out. And those of you who came back, I appreciate you. Peace and hello to you as well. We got a lot to cover today. There was a graphic I was literally in the process of grabbing before everything cut out. So I still got to grab that to share with y'all because I'm going to be live twice today. Once for obviously the live that's happening now. And then later I'm going to be hanging out with my brother Navy Montel, who's a YouTuber, a streamer, a fellow blurred. For those who don't know what blurred means, that's black nerd. Man, I'm gonna be guest appearing on his YouTube channel on his show later tonight, around 6 p.m. Eastern. So you want to hang out twice in a day? We can do that. So definitely stay tuned for that. Also, man, we got a lot of music to talk about today. I'm gonna play a couple songs from the homies. And we're going to talk about this show, man, that me and my band just did. It was an amazing time. So I'm going to show you some photos from that. Maybe I'll show you a little bit of video footage in case you didn't already see it on Instagram, but it's super dope. But for those of you who are watching right now, I see we got more than a few people tuned in. Do me a favor, chime in on the chat. I know some of y'all are at work and stuff like that and maybe can't join the conversation, but just give me confirmation that everything's coming through on your end. That'd be greatly appreciated because everything looks fine now for me, but I just want to double check. All right. Let's get this graphic as I was mentioning before. Hold on. There it is from my brother. All right. Man, on a completely random note, man, there is a trailer that I saw before I went live today that is it's super dope. And I don't know if y'all have seen it, man, but the trailer for this film called I think it's Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother is what the movie's called, and it has Mahershala Ali. Check out that trailer, man. Looks pretty dope. Don't fully know what's going on. It looks like one of those situations where someone's messing with his family and he about to start messing back. Or messing with his kids and he about to start messing back. Messing with his I don't know. All I know is if you haven't checked out that trailer yet, check it out. It looks really, really dope. It looks real dope. And I think if you're a person who has concerns about him playing Blade, especially with him getting older, this trailer will definitely make you go, yeah, I don't know. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Even with him being the age that he is, right? Like, yeah, the brother looked good, man. And the action in it, it's a couple quick clips. It's a really short trailer. Joint's fire, though. Highly recommend you check it out. All right, found the graphic I was looking for. Let me insert this into this document here, and then we will get started. But yeah, man, I'm assuming that all of you are getting everything, and everything. There we go. Lord have mercy, man. I was worried about this chat because wasn't nothing popping in these streets. All right. So Flapjack, I'm not sure if you're still here or not, but the music that was playing in the back, that's an instrumental that I actually produced for an associate of mine. And it's a song that we're supposed to be doing at some point, hopefully before I head out. But yeah, man, it's a unreleased instrumental. Yes, round 2. We are back. Shout out to everyone in the chat who's back in here. Mr. Shear, hey brother, let me know what your schedule is today. If you got like a few minutes to chat, I see you're in Ocean City, so you're probably doing the vacay thing. If it's better to get back via email, I'll send you an email today as I was planning to. But if you got a time for a quick call, I can update you really quick on what's happening and next steps, and let you know some conversations that have already started. So I've already been doing work, but sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I'll update all of y'all on why things are a little crazy around here at the moment. All right. Thank you so much, Flapjack. I appreciate the love. Nephew, what up? Good to see you. Meant to tell you earlier that I couldn't go to that event on the 20th. Think we can FaceTime someday. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. Text me, let me know what your schedule is this weekend. We'll chop it up. All right. Hey, we got one of the mini Kevins in the building right now. Shout out to Kevin Sabio in the building. Hope that all is well. I swear the technology just won't let you be great. Man, listen, fam. I wish it was just, like I was saying earlier, I wish it was just something I did wrong, right? Because then it's less annoying, right? Because it's just like, okay, man, make sure, go down my checklist, do all the things. But when you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and it's like outside forces and stuff like that, issue in the area and stuff, that's really, really frustrating. You know what I mean? And sometimes I can't tell if it's that or if it's an issue with my computer, you know what I mean? But it's yeah, and it's crazy because this is not an old computer nor a cheap one. So when that stuff goes down, man, especially when you're solo, it's like really, really annoying. But I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. All right. Oh, and funny thing, man, last week I was thinking about the Council of Kevins. I was thinking about y'all because I was texting back and forth with Kevin Early Bird Boogie, one of our own here at the channel, and or at least I thought I was. Whole time I'm texting my man Kevin out in Seattle, talking about our dinner plans, sending him what I needed the Kevin here to pick up. And he was just like, bro, like whatever y'all about to eat sounds amazing. And then I realized, because the Kevin I was supposed to be sending it to text me like, hey man, you ain't sent the food yet. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? I sent that like 15 minutes ago. I know too many Kevins. So I just need y'all to know this isn't just a like a joke here, right? Where it's like there's a lot of fans who happen to have the name Kevin. In my real life, the amount of Kevins I'm friends with is crazy, man. Former teacher of mine, several of the homies and stuff, a few who do music. Yo, it's crazy. People I went to high school with back in the day. It's a lot of damn Kevins in the world. So, but yeah, I was thinking about all of y'all last week. Happy Mochi, what's going on? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing good, sis. That shirt will be in the mail today. Early happy born day to her. Happy B-Day to one of our own, Happy Mochi. Her birthday is tomorrow. Show her some love. And if anybody wants to contribute to the channel, let's make sure, like, if you are contributing today, you can do so. But yo, hey, Aria, not today, please. I'm just asking you to let us take care of you for once. I'm putting the stuff in the mail. We'll find some other cool things to do. But like, yo, please, I appreciate you. But don't you do what you always do, and I appreciate it. I really do. But let's you hold this down and hold down this group like so much, man. And do so much behind the scenes to support what's been happening, with the community and stuff here that we've been building, and I greatly appreciate it. But yo, thank you. I just wanted to really, really say thank you and let you know on behalf of everybody here, my family, and then also the fans and stuff as well, man. We appreciate you, so thank you, sis. All right. Back to these comments. Let's see. Chile Arts, plus you'll get to be closer to that amazing Japanese cuisine. That part. Definitely looking forward to that. Thanks for the heads up, Eric. Solid over here. Thank y'all for confirming at work, but tuning in and trying to contribute to the chat as I can. I appreciate you, bro. All coming in. Good. Haven't heard of that movie before, but I'll check out that trailer. Yeah, the trailer looks dope. It looks dope. Man, Ocean City. I haven't been there in years. Okay. Yeah, nephew, it's always a good time. I'll be driving back to PA later today. Maybe I'll call this evening. That sounds like a plan. I will be going live, as I mentioned, from around, I think, 6 p.m. to 7:30 or so. I'll be live on YouTube, hanging out with the homie, Navy Montel. So if I don't pick up around then, 8 o'clock will probably be a little bit better for me. But yeah, man, we'll figure it out. Or before then, so just let me know. All right. It's Steph, y'all. Clap it up. My sister from another mister. Fam, I crash out when I have tech issues. I can't quickly solve. Like, my money wasn't faulty. So why is the tech not working? Yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, you're doing all the thing. Like, for example, I don't know if y'all have been noticing, like, over the last few months, the camera was like a little glitchy, and I've been trying to resolve that issue for a minute. And what I found out is this adapter that I purchased a while ago, while it's good for certain devices, it's not great for the camera. It's like, it's on the cheaper side apparently. And I didn't realize that when I copped it, because it works with the type of, the newer USB. But like for a device like the camera, it's not ideal. So I just switched back over to this adapter that I was using before, and now that problem's gone. So like those type of things, these are little things that I wasn't aware of, easy fix, right? But like something like everyone in the house is, online, not having problems, but for whatever reason, I'm having issues. And like sometimes a quick reboot of my computer, because maybe I had, I'm working on all types of stuff, editing videos, doing, music, all of these different things, like really heavy programs sometimes running. But there are times where it's like, there's none of that. None of that's running. And it's just having an issue, and then like it's going out. Or there are other times that certain times a day here, like the internet gets real faulty in our building. It's just, it's not ideal to go live at certain times. And so, yeah, man, I don't know what that is. And so I've been living here 11 years. I've been living in this place. So, and it's consistently been an issue from time to time, regardless of how good the setup is. So I know y'all know I'm so screaming, way too many Kevins in real life, fam. It's wild. It's wild. Yes. Happy birthday to the queen. All right. Is this Mahershala Ali movie? Is this yes? You're talking about the your mother. That's what I was mentioning. Yeah. Probably after your second live. That sounds like a plan, sir. All right. Happy Friday, fam. Thank y'all so much for the love. Always happy to support this community. We appreciate you. Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the merch that I mentioned in the title of the video, and then we'll get into the other stuff. So let me connect something first, and then I'm gonna grab these other items. Well, the merch items I was mentioning. And thank you. I know someone said happy belated Father's Day. I really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you. I hope everyone had an amazing Father's Day. And I hope those of you who are lucky enough to have your father in your life, and they be a positive influence in your life, because not every person that we have in our life, we always have a great relationship with. But for those of us, for those of you that do, that's a blessing. And I hope you had an amazing time, or bare minimum, at least got to speak to your father and let them know how much you appreciate their life, them in your life. And then also, man, those of you who don't necessarily have your dad, but have father figures, like men who have stepped in and given you guidance, helped to take care of you over the years, and have made a real difference and impact in your life. I hope they know how much you appreciate them, and y'all had a great time, or at least they had a great time. Yes, peace to the to name a movie your mother 3 times is wild work. But yo, at first when I saw it, I was excited to click on it, because I was just like, hey man, I immediately thought of what they call the dozens in some places, but where I'm from is called Jonah. And when people when people do your mama jokes, hey bro, like if y'all ain't got that relationship, that's fighting words. So when it's like your mother 3 times, I'm like, oh my God. So I didn't know if it was going to be a comedy, but then again, Mahershala Ali doesn't do a lot of comedy. So if any, and so I was just like, yo, I was intrigued. But when they break it down, where the title comes from, yo, I got goosebumps right now. Like, you probably can't see it, but yo, like, yeah, trailer's dope. It's really, really dope. My dad is at the house right now. Tell your dad I said peace, and I hope he had a great Father's Day. All right. Oh, let me close. Oh, they did it for me. Look at that. My family the best. The door was open, so I heard the women. But yeah, man, let's get the thing that I was about to get. Doing too much. Hold on. Okay. Trying not to knock down everything. All right, so look. Because for those of you who know, because I am moving soon, within the next few months, a lot of things got to go. So I've been literally driving around town, selling off equipment. I've been selling off some old vinyl and stuff, like stuff that maybe isn't the gems in my collection. But I've been selling off vinyl, selling off like old Blu-rays, DVDs, things like that. Keeping certain things, getting rid of others, right? I got a pile of stuffies and stuff from the kids and stuff that we planning to clean and have at the cons so we can give away and all of that. But part of what I'm also getting rid of, I have a lot of test pressings, right, of old records. Now, I've made these, give me a drink. I've put these on sale before in the past, right? But recently, I haven't had any available. So as I was going through my vinyl collection, I have a lot of old test pressings. These are obviously they hold like a lot of value to me, because this was like the first version of the album I heard before the albums were fully pressed up, but also because test pressings in general are hard to find and usually go for like hundreds of dollars. So I'm saying all of that to let you know that I plan on putting these up for sale by tomorrow. Okay. So first things first, if you are not following me on Bandcamp, because that's where I'm going to throw them up, let's make sure you're doing that first and foremost. So I'm going to put this widget up so you all can do that. Substantial on Bandcamp. All right. And I'm sorry that, I got to stop to do certain things because, as I mentioned, when I started having the technical issues, that really held up a lot of things and stopped some progress that was already being made. All right, so we got that. Let's make sure. Got it. Okay. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna put this up on the screen. So for those of you who aren't already following me on Bandcamp, if you're not following me on Bandcamp already, you can scan that QR code. But for those of you who can't do that, it's just substantial.bandcamp.com. All right, but I got different test pressings available. So I got to go through all of them. Like this one, I have to listen to see what it is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I think it's the newest album, like a test pressing of that. Originally, we only had these available on our tour, but I do have that. I also have one copy left of the album with Katie Fox, right? That's the original test pressing right there. Animal Arithmetic Volume 1. And unlike the other test pressings, like for those of you who got one before, it's just white, right? It's like a translucent white. So I have that. So that will be available. Let's see what else. Because basically what I'm doing, man, is like I'm trying to clear house, because the goal will be, like I said, we're planning to try living out there for bare minimum a year just to test it out. But the goal is really to be out there for 4 years, and then either come back or move to a different country that we've been eyeing for a while too, which we'll talk about at a later date. But yeah, man, we're just trying to really just be all in, but also trying to let go of a lot, man, because when you've lived in one place for a long time, you accumulate a lot of things and you don't need everything. You know what I mean? I still have test pressings of Adultish as well, both the album and the instrumental. So we got that. And then I have some more Bop Alloy stuff. So anyway, because I'm again, man, I'm trying to clean house. I'm gonna make those available. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all because all of these test pressings, these are literally some of these are the last one that's available. Others are one of two that's available because more than likely the other one is Marcus D. So that being said, price wise, it's going to be on the higher side. They're not just going to be up there for in the past, I've put them up for maybe $100 or something like that, or $150. So because this is super limited and the last, and they'll all be autographed and stuff like that, it's going to start around $200. So, I don't see myself going higher than that. Maybe for the double LPs doing 3, but, I know that's a lot and stuff, but I know how this vinyl stuff go. And I know that in most cases we're down to the last 1 to 2 copies and there's no more than 5 of these in the world. So regardless of what they may be worth in the moment, nobody lives forever. A lot of times when these things become older and stuff like that, the value of it, and because they're so rare, they become worth a lot of money. So I'm just letting y'all know. I know, I feel you. I used to feel that way. But for real, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. In the beginning, I didn't really hold on to the test pressings. You know what I mean? That's something that I started to do later. But I'm gonna just be real. I know the importance and I know the value of it and stuff like that. I'm definitely aware. But I also know that, just keeping it real, the final verse, I got my first album. Yeah, my first album's right there. The final version in the cover. I know that value wise, the test pressing, a lot of times is worth more than that. But as a visual artist and a musician, that's far more important to me. The whole thing. And it's because unlike a lot of musicians who make music, the whole package is what's there. There's in a part that when you see the whole thing come and stuff like that come out, of course the music is the part I put the most time into. But because I've done the visual arts or design the character or design certain parts of some of these records, not all. But like, for example, with Adultish and all the work that went into that and the art direction and all of the different things I contributed, like having a physical copy that shows the entire vision is far more important and far more valuable to me, regardless to what people in the vinyl world, like, I know the rates that go on that stuff. But again, I'm just looking at things we got to clear things out at the moment. And so I'm trying to let go of some things. And then also, like, this stuff is expensive, man, in terms of like this move. We got a lot of different costs and stuff. Some we were aware of, others that are coming out the blue. And so, and I don't have any other new releases outside of the new Bop Alloy album available right now, which we're still shipping. By the way, still shipping those out to y'all. Hopefully some of y'all have started receiving y'all stuff. Some of you should have received stuff like a while ago, because we have been shipping things for a minute. But yeah, man, but definitely trying to create some more space here, because at some point in time, there's a very small amount of merch that's going to be coming with me to Japan. The vast majority of it is either going to be here in a storage thing or like sold off, like at one of these events I got to do or online. So yeah, man, just keeping it a buck with y'all, letting y'all know what it is, and seeing who's interested and all of that. Let's go to these comments real quick and then we'll keep it pushing. Laugh out loud. I remember your mama jokes back in the old days when they pulled the whole generation card. It was a wrap. Yeah, man. If you know, you know. I played y'all game, man. Joint had me stuck for 40 minutes on the second level, not knowing I can get around enemies, but the concept is pretty dope. Love the character concept, funny and unique. Man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to the homie Creative Mind Frame. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I recently played a music video that is connected to Creative Mind Frame's Level Up album, which is also a game. It's an album that's also a game. So it's a really dope concept joint that you can play on Steam right now. But it's called Level Up, and it's by Creative Mind Frame. All right. Are you going for a modern Western type of home, or will you go to the traditional Japanese homes with the panel doors? I've never been to Japan, but whenever I see the videos, it seems like a beautiful country. It is a beautiful country. So the place that we're staying at first is it's a Japanese apartment. There are certain parts of it that are traditional or like traditional in terms of what like you expect from Japanese apartments. But our next place that we're planning to get, once we've kind of decided to really settle in, is more than likely going to have some of those elements. Because right now, the first place that we have secured is just for the first few months that we're there, the first 4 months of our stay there. And then after the holiday, like we're looking at what place we're going to potentially be in for after we come back for the holiday. Because our goal, we just wanted to secure something, try out that area, see if we like that area. But now that we know where our youngest daughter is going to be going to school, we'll likely need to look at something that's a little bit closer to her, because of how early she has to be at school, and because she's so young, and it's a new country. Traveling by herself isn't an option just yet. So we're likely going to have to move a bit closer to the school. Hopefully not by much, because I do like the area that we're planning to be in. But yeah, man. But I'm the missus and I are planning to do a lot of like videos and stuff for YouTube, just talking about our journey there and all of that. So a lot of that content will be coming up soon. Definitely should check out our sub art and music channel. I'll share a link to that in a bit, but we are planning to kind of not revamp the whole channel, but like there's going to be a lot of content like focused like on this new move and like the arts and music scene there, and some of the community some of the fam that we already have there, as well as like the new fam that we make while we're there. So I'll keep you posted. Animal Arithmetic was dope, man. Thank you so much, fam. Feel like it gets underappreciated sometimes. I got new speaker stands waiting to bump when it comes. Yes, indeed. Hold up. There we go. Bow. There you go. That record's sexy. You know what I mean? Shout out to those of you who already supported the new album. Happy Friday, Stan. Hope all is well. Same to you, fam. All right. This is going to be exciting. The new chapters. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate all of the support, y'all. So let's get some of this stuff in here. Boom, boom. Per usual, thank you to all of the backers, all of the members of the channel. Got new content going up today. It's a super busy day, so it might go up on the late side. But basically, courtesy of Music and Anime, shout out to them, man. Like for the homie came down from Boston, captured the whole show on video. And so I know that the homies, you know, from MCMI, the people who put on the craft, that's my man Tone Deaf, Mike King, LR Blitzkrieg, and Pack FM. I know that they have professional video and all of that coming, but I definitely want to hook up those of you who are supporters, who are like Patreon supporters, YouTube subscribers and stuff, paid subscribers, and Bandcamp members. I'm planning to hook y'all up so that you can see the show in its entirety. Just keep in mind, this is like raw footage captured by someone who had their camera holding it the whole time. So there are moments where it's like super clean, and there are moments where they're trying to get to a different position, but it ultimately looks and sounds pretty cool. So I thought that'd be something cool to share with y'all. All right. But since we're talking about it, let's bring this up real quick. Hold on. Let's start talking about this recap. Show y'all a few images from there. Hold on. The craft recap. Got it. All right. Had it up before and lost it, but here we go. Okay. Got that, and it's cute. Hold up. It's being difficult. Got it. All right. Why is it? There we go. It's making me look bad in front of company. That's why I ain't put it on the screen yet, because it's always something. All right. Got that. Let's import this, and we can watch this. Shared screen. Boom, boom. All right. So let's bring this in real quick, and then we will get back to the program. Come on. There you go. All right. All right. So here's the recap, courtesy of the homie Tone Deaf and the whole crew. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Crab's official YouTube channel. It's really, really dope. Like some of the recap stuff they put up and some of the different behind the scenes of the event. It's really, really dope. All right. So let's watch this. And yeah, man, let's see what y'all missed last week.
From MCMI with a recap of the Craft 4.
You didn't come to the Craft? You fucked up!
And if you're new here, the Craft is a new event series taking place in Brooklyn where we pair craft cocktails and crafty bars for an authentic underground hip-hop experience with elevated vibes. Go ahead and RSVP at thecraft.nyc to get tickets for the next event. She was incredibly live. We had our first live band experience with Juggernaut War Party. Juggernaut War Party was going crazy, mixing the rock and the hip-hop vibes.
I'm talking kids, but spoil your kids with their Calibines. And when you think outside the box, it's when you out your mind.
Just incredible moments. I was hosting with the homie Pack FM.
I ain't used to forcing it, I use the force. Young Jedi, get quite absurd at times. Spit like I know every single word that rhymes. To compete the free spray, but the replay, and the street play, to the teach play, get it bop, and the spot up. The following evening.
Our very first West Coast artist, Vel 9 from Los Angeles, California.
I heard this is the time to be in New York. I heard y'all are even being nice to each other right now. That's just what I heard.
Incredible flow. Check her out if you haven't.
Illest, the fish is chilly, it's spilling. looking to ditch the heat. I'm kissing and no repeat, just kisses up on her cheek. I mean, really, it's just a therapy. I'm killing and no repeat, but this is my house.
Vel 9 brought out Surrealist.
Unseasoned demeanor, Nina, go and pack up my shit. I'll smack up your kid, that fucker spilled a snack on my kick.
The homie Substantial, all the way from the DMV with his band, the Sons Hughes.
Follow order, I'm hopping border across the water. I'm the sort of performer that kill it out on the corner or the festival stage.
Putting on an absolute fucking clinic with his set.
Upstairs, yes I am. To be polite, how guess we say 1, 2, 3, just sing it. 1, 2, 3, you sing it.
My MCMI brothers Mike King and LR Blitzkrieg rock with us for the toast.
Look at me, I'm the captain and I salute the G. I got to move ya. Just dropped the new single, call it Hallelujah.
And you know, every single craft event, we got to bring out somebody special for the toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Royal Flush. I feel I'm losing my mind when I'm dealing with this rap shit.
And he hooked us up with an impromptu performance of Ice Down Medallions.
Human connection, flexing, wailing, sipping coffee by the gallon. Queen style, no doubt. Ice down my down. What's it all about? Ice down my down.
Fucking crazy. The legendary Immortal Technique brought his ferocity to the
I
craft.
cursed like Cain when he murdered his brother. Cut your face off and wear it while I'm fucking your mother.
Jesus Christ.
Savage. You know, I could have missed the opportunity to rock Peruvian Coke with Technique and Poison Pen.
Honey, I'm home. Never mind when your bank account suddenly grows.
Technique was doing his thing, dropping knowledge.
I spent my day prepping America overseas. Pension for the workers, nigga, please.
EOW MC Challenge winner CF came through to rock a freestyle.
Did you know where you at? So respect the craft.
The cocktails were super on
If
point.
you guys haven't ordered my drink, I do have a drink. It's called the Ballet Sunrise. That's sick as fuck. I do not drink, but I'm hoping they will make me a mocktail version of that. This is fucking delicious.
Cocktail of the night, 100% was the Juggernaut War Punch and the rum and Peruvian Coke, which had a pisco in it, rum and Coke, topped with a pixie stick. Shouts to everybody involved. Shouts to everybody at Littlefield for holding us down. Shouts to DJ Priority, who was holding us down all night on the wheels. We don't play between sets, so we started doing this trivia game called Take a Shot. This dude wasn't even sure where the fuck he was from,
Do you know where you're from?
but he did win some shit. There was a beautiful moment here between Kasim and Khalil and Wild Child from MCMI. These are his sons, so it was a beautiful moment to watch them all convene on stage together. Emotional shit, family vibes. This is a dope moment because Technique was off to the side of the stage, and when she answered the question about him, he actually gave her individual merch personally.
Immortal Technique just gave you a damn shirt. Thank you, Tech. Thank you, Tech.
We brand this shit so hard, people think the venue itself is called The Craft. It's not. Like, we don't even have a traditional merch booth. We do a gallery pop-up shop. So Pac makes sure that we have a little individual totem for every single show, a collectible piece. And this one right here for the Craft 4, which is fucking nuts. Shouts to Pac FM for putting this together. Signed by everybody that performed that night. As you can imagine, putting on an event like this is not easy. It takes a lot of work, a lot of planning. We sit on Zoom calls trying to figure all this shit out. And if you missed it, that's all good. You can go ahead and RSVP for the next one at thecraft.nyc so you make sure you don't miss the next one. So on behalf of my MCMI team, respect the craft, raise the bar. Catch you at the next one.
Man, I love this place. I love the craft. Raise the bar, right? Respect the craft.
Raise the bar, respect the craft.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to Mike King. Shout out to LR Blitzkrieg. Shout out to Tone Deaf and Pac FM, man, for putting on an amazing event and allowing me to be part of it, man. It was a really, really great time. We did a 30-minute set. Like, it was super dope. Like, because we started out doing the song "The New Balance" with me and T. Lucas. Of course, T. Lucas wasn't there, so it was just me. But like, man, hearing Lizzie Blue play the piano from that, like when you watch the playback of it, like it literally sounds like it sounds just like the sample. And so, yo, it was just a really dope night. And like I said, man, courtesy of the homie Music and Anime, I have footage of the whole thing. So those of you who are members of the channel, members of the Patreon, and I'll have a link for those of you who are Bandcamp subscribers, unlisted link that you can watch it. That will be up before the night is out. So definitely look out for that. For those of you who are members already, and you'll be able to watch the whole show, but captured with a handheld. So the sound's still pretty good. And shout out to the homie Music and Anime, who's a part of this community here on YouTube, for capturing that and sharing it with me, man. That was really awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, man. Mick Collins, thank you as well. Shout out to my sister. What up, Stacy? Love you. See you up in here as well. Yeah, man. So we got more to cover. So let's get into that. Since I got this shirt on, we might as well talk about it. So let's throw this up on the screen. Yeah, man. So this right here is the official Substantial Katakana shirt. So, like, you know, we've been pushing this since April, mostly in person, and now it's available on the website. Shout out to Homeboy Sandman, yo, because, you know, listen, I don't usually talk bad about y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I don't usually talk, when I say y'all, I'm talking about you, the people, the fans, the community. I don't usually talk bad about y'all, but I can tell that no one tried to buy the shirt when it first went up on the website. And if you did, let me tell you about yourself. How you gonna, if you went to the website and looked at the shirt and attempted to buy it and it didn't work, why wouldn't you let me know? You know what I'm saying? Because I troubleshoot this stuff behind the scenes, trying to make sure it works. But like, there's certain steps that I don't usually have to take. So I didn't realize that there was an issue with the shipping. And so, man, it took Homeboy Sandman recently being at the show, seeing that we had the shirts and he wanted different colors. So for those who don't know, let's show you this real quick. And you know, I usually don't talk bad about y'all, but today I got to tell you about yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how I know nobody tried to buy the shirt because it didn't work when someone tried to buy it and they contacted me to let me know. So let's show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. So if we go over here, sometimes with this process of uploading it to this website, to our company website for people to purchase it, there's an issue where if I don't manually go in and put in the weight of the shirt and also the what's it called, the size of the package and stuff, like, then it won't allow y'all to set in the shipping. So a lot of times, you know, I do this majority of the time, but for whatever reason, because there were so many options, like, I forgot to do it on all of them. So yeah, apparently that wasn't pointed out to me until Monday. So this thing been circulating for almost a week. You know what I mean? Come on, help me help you, you know. But I love you still. But you know what I mean? I just want to let you know it is fixed. If you were one of the people who did notice it but didn't tell me, then I'm judging. See the face? See the face? Come on, son. We are stronger together. I need y'all. But anyway, this is the shirt on our website. You can check out the different colorways, right? The colors only recently became available. Shout out to Sandman for picking up. He picked up the mauve joint. That joint's fire. I might cop it too, but then I got to make sure I don't wear it when I know he's going to be there. You know, we got orange, of course, my favorite color. We got the mustard joint, Wu-Tang, and then we got the tan. But yeah, man. And so I'm thinking about doing a few other joints, like a version where it's black text on some different colors. Let me know if y'all are interested in some of the oversized shirts. Like, you like your shirts, like this one that I have on now. It's more of a slim fit, but it's nice. I like it. You know what I mean? I'm wearing an XL. If you see me in person and stuff, you get an idea of what it does. But I am thinking about some oversized shirts, some shirts that have like a different feel to it. And like possibly doing that as well. Been thinking about some tie-dye joints, but it's going to be hard to read the text. So I'm thinking through that. And then of course, when it gets a little a little cooler out, we'll have the hoodies and stuff in time for the fall. So I'll probably drop those in the probably first week of September. So look out for that too. All right. But let me know if you got questions with the shirts. Also, I'm going to add them to Bandcamp. So for those of you who follow me on Bandcamp, you'll likely get a notification about that as well. So look out for that. I love the adultish one. I do it with I do wish it was oversized for the arms, but I still rock it. Yo, I'll look into it. So when you say the adultish one, are you talking about the adultish with the print on it? Or are you talking about the full print where it's like the flashy color? Let me know which one you're talking about. Because if you want the one with the text as oversized, that's an easy thing. I can add that. It's all good, man. All good. I love me an oversized shirt, comfy. All right, cool. The full print color. So the full print one, I gotta see, because right now my manufacturer, I don't think they do all over print for the oversized. I have a second manufacturer I work with that I can talk to them. But it's the only tricky part is I got to do it in bulk if I go through them, versus the other company will let me do like one-offs or smaller amounts. So I will investigate and keep you posted. I appreciate you giving me feedback on it though. Let's see what else we got in the queue. So switch back over here. All right. So again, this is available now. I will drop the link for y'all for the store for those of you interested. Boom, boom. Yep, there it is. All right, cool. So here's the link for the new shirt in case you want to cop. Popping up now. Substantial T. Boom. There you go. All right. Thank y'all for supporting per usual. All right. What else we got? Oh, friendly reminder. There it is. Out right now. Pick up the new album. They are shipping. So I know those of you who ordered it way in advance and stuff like that and have been waiting a very long time. Again, our apologies. There's been a lot of issues with the manufacturer as well as shipping companies throughout this process. But they have been put in the mail. So look out for that. I will also be adding the Bop Alloy hat to Subart Music website very soon, as well as the enamel pins if you haven't picked those up. So definitely grab yours sooner than later. Maybe I can do a design for a shirt for you next year for con season. That would be dope. Let's definitely talk, Queen. I appreciate you, Aria. But yeah, album's out now. Go ahead and pick that up. All right. Now let's get into some music, man. We're gonna finally. I mentioned this song last week, but we haven't peeped it. We got 2 songs to play today. First, we're gonna start out with Stephanie Gale. Had it up before, but of course it is MIA now. There it is. All right. Boom, boom. All right, cool. So my sister from another Mr. Stephanie Gale has dropped a new song. We're about to check it out right now. Let's bring this up on the screen. Okay, hold up. All right. So this is her latest song. It's called Another Day in Paradise. We're going to check it out now. Let me know what y'all think. Let's get the tunes popping. Here we go. Another edition of My Friends Are Dope. And for those who don't know, this is a cover of the song by Phil Collins. Thanks, Kevin.
She goes out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I'm nowhere to sleep. Is there somewhere you can tell me? He walks on, doesn't look back. He pretends he doesn't hear her. Starts to whistle as he crosses the street. Seems embarrassed to be there. Oh, think it's another day for you and me in paradise. Think twice. 'Cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Think about it. Yeah. She goes out to the man on the street. He can tell she's been crying. She's got blisters on the soles of her feet. She can't walk, but she's trying. Oh, think twice. 'Cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Think twice. 'Cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Yeah. Just think about it. Oh Lord, is there nothing more anyone can do? Yeah. Oh Lord, there must be something you can say. You can tell by the lines on her face. You can see that she's been there. Probably been moved on from every place. 'Cause she didn't fit in there. Oh, think twice. 'Cause it's another day for you and me paradise. Think twice. 'Cause it's another day for you and me in Just think about it. Just think about it. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Paradise. Hey. Another day for you and me. Oh.
Yo, listen. When I tell you, my friend, we got more applause. When I tell you my friends are dope, I mean that. Like, yo, shout out to Steph. I don't think she's still in here now, but shout out to Stephanie Gale, man, for another amazing track. Was really, really dope about this. Yeah, your friends are dope, right? Yo, listen. Well, first, let me drop this here. Here's the link to check it out on Bandcamp. And of course, it's on all streaming platforms. But Bandcamp's always the best place to support a lot of artists outside of their website. Oh, Steph is still in the building. That's right. She's like, no, I'm going to be here. See what they got to say. Let me see what they got to say. Yes. Yo, but what's amazing about the track isn't just Steph's vocal performance. It's the fact that Steph produced that track, mixed and mastered it top to bottom. So the layers that y'all were talking about and how amazing the arrangement is a testament to how dope Steph is as an artist, like a complete artist, singer, songwriter, producer, all of that. So shout out to you. Shout out to you and your ability to do a cover but still make it your own. You know, and so yeah, great work per usual. You already know. All right, Steph, your vocals are just so lovely. Indeed. All right. Y'all, so let's keep the good vibes going and the celebration of dope friends. Hold up. For real, dang, son. Yeah, singing and producing. Nice. And Steph has been doing this for a long time, yo. Like singing and producing a lot of her own stuff. So definitely, man, if you haven't dived into Steph's catalog, I highly recommend you take some time to do that over the weekend. It's good vibes. Okay, Steph. Multi-classing over here. Yes, indeed. Nothing short of amazing. Yo, thank y'all for showing my sister love, you know. All right, so let's cue up the next joint. Let's see, what are we playing next? Hold on. I feel like we skipped something. Okay, nah, here it is. Got it. So let's put this back up on the screen. Hold on. Wrong text. Hold up. Let's do this. Let me fix something real quick. Yes. All right. So we just gonna search it up here because clearly I wasn't finished typing things when the technical issue started. All right. So here we go. LR Blitzkrieg, Substantial, and Kasim. So the song we did, The Last Leg, is officially on all streaming platforms now. So we're going to listen to that right about now-ish. All right, man. Shout out to LR Blitzkrieg. He's one of the two creators of the craft and one of the four members of the team that put it together. So let's listen to the track right now. Last Leg just dropped last night on all streaming platforms. I know I've played it for y'all before because it's been available for a while on Bandcamp, but it's just hitting streaming last night. So let's give it a listen. We were supposed to perform this with the band. We were all ready to do it, but we had limited time, and we definitely didn't want the show to go overtime and anybody to get cut short. So we cut a lot of our own set just to make sure we didn't do that. But here's the song. Here we go.
Man up when we were man down. They told me stand up when I'm the man down. Told me walk it off after being ran down. Outnumbered 5-1, still I had to stand ground. Told me every obstacle to eliminate. Anything soft about me I should mitigate. I was told hide my weakness, put the tears away. Make sure the kids are straight before you're gone while you're here today. But they forgot to teach me how to face my inner demons. Instead of burying my pain as the pressure deepens. Suffer quietly and never gave you any reason. Heart colder than a Siberian winter season. Provide or die for my ride or die and these babies. But I won't lie, it's a lot to squat on the daily. But what I got is a gift from God, and I pray He teach me how to shed His weight, cause it's about to break me. Pressure of the world on my shoulders, with my fans' future in my hands. I think the pot's about to bubble over. Rumor has it God's laughing at my plans. Ain't no days off for a soldier, and there's little sympathy for a man. But there's cracks in my armor I ain't showing. On my last leg, still I gotta
I used to be a wild and violent hype, archaic alpha archetype, equal parts of bark and bite. Reach the start and stop the fight until I reach the parking right. Parallel, hopped up off the carousel. Now me and me are more explore how not to fail. But still it be a lot of trails, obstacles, broken sails. Just when I think that we afloat, the boat gets soaked with dropping hell. Sometimes I take it not so well and revert the knee-jerk reaction, subtracting compassion. Now she hurt, man. Now what you go and do that for? No matter what you going through, who got your back more? Whenever the accounts get low, who help you stack more? If you ever gotta hide a body, who got the hacksaw? True. And at home, life is a piece of cake compared to the rest of the world that's trying to fit me for my wake. So I awake every morning with mistakes behind me, ready for war. Open the door and watch it all remind me.
Pressure of the world on my shoulders, with my fans' future in my hands. I think the pot's about to bubble over. Rumor has it God's laughing at my plane. Ain't no days off for a soldier, and this little sympathy for a man. But there's cracks in my armor I ain't showed. On my last leg still I got a stain. Pressure of the world on my shoulders, with my fans' future in my hands. I think the pot's about to bubble over. Rumor has it God's laughing at my plane. Ain't no days off for a soldier, and there's little sympathy for a man. But there's cracks in my armor I ain't showed. On my last leg still I got a stain.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to my brother Blitz. You know, the EP is amazing. If y'all haven't checked it out already, be sure to check it out. Yeah, man, he got a dope song and some dope visuals for the joint, The Knock, and another track called Killer on the EP version of it. There's a longer EP, but like the technique that you see some artists do is this, it's called like waterfall release, where they release the songs one by one. And then whatever the last song was gets added along with it, so it keeps it so people can stay aware of what came before in case they missed it and all of that. It also helps to organically with the stream. So a little fun fact for those who might not have known that. But yeah, man, hope y'all were digging that joint as well, man. Shout out to my brother Blitz. A lot of dope music. So yo, few other things before we get out of here. Let's switch over here while I do something behind the scenes real quick. I just want to make sure we can see this. Hold up. Hold on one second, y'all, because just trying to make sure we can see everything. Let's see. All right. Think I got it. Here. No, my bad. 1 second, y'all. Trying to remember where we put it. I'm sorry, 1 second, everybody. Damn it. Nope, it's not there. Hey, Aria, if you were still here, hold on, man. Let me just check one more thing before I ask you to do something that was already fairly obvious, and I'm just slipping. Yeah, let me know where the anniversary. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Thank you. Okay, so let's switch this so y'all can see it. And sorry for the delay. I'm just trying to make sure everything is up. All right, cool. So, yo, as I mentioned, man, there's some anniversaries and stuff that are being celebrated music-wise. Full disclosure, last week, like, I was like definitely occupied with the show, and obviously it was Father's Day, so I was not on my job of posting these Staniversaries. But yeah, man, last week was the 20th anniversary of Sacrificial Lambs. as well as the fifth anniversary of a soundtrack for fatherhood. And so, yeah, man, these, important releases, man, that oftentimes get overlooked and a lot of the fan base maybe that aren't aware of. But man, shout out to Aria for doing this post in Discord. So definitely for those of you who are on Discord, be sure to check it out. It's in a section called Substantial Facts. But yeah, man, we're celebrating 20 years. And so it says on June 20th, 2006, Substantial released Sacrificial Lambs, a compilation album from the Sacrifice era, built from tracks recorded across 5 years of sessions that began in 2001. This project gathers songs left behind for reasons that weren't always musical, creative friction, producer issues, and the messy realities of making an album. As Substantial puts it in the intro, it's an album, just not the album, right? The result is a collection that stands on its own, sharp rhymes, polished production, and a mood that swings from upbeat to dark with enough knock to keep heads nodding. So, this album, man, this compilation, I should say, just to give you a little more history, and I'm going to save this for a different video, but like a lot of these songs, like I had every intention of putting on this album. So for those who don't know, when I first started working on Sacrifice, I worked on it with Nujabes, right? And so we were working on new music together, but then we had like a fallout. And that's when I decided that I wasn't going to release any more solo albums with him. It wasn't because we didn't make great music together, but like the one thing about making your solo projects with one producer is like, it's really hard to kind of, there are things that you want to do and you understand the context of certain things you're trying to do, but maybe that producer, depending on like what background y'all have and what y'all experience are, and also what your taste is, y'all aren't seeing eye to eye on certain things. And when I made my first album, I feel like there were a lot of sacrifices, no pun intended, that I made out of respect for the fact that, this was, I was putting this out on his label, and, I was definitely trying to keep in mind what he wanted as well as what I wanted. And it was important that we try to find some happy middle ground. But I felt like on the second project, like I had, there were certain things that early on in the process, he was just not, he wasn't going for. And that makes it difficult to keep working, right? Like I saw the stresses that we went through on the first album starting to kind of peek through again. And I just kind of made the decision not to do it. So fun fact, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but it is a fact. Like when people look at the songs that are on Nujabes's, like some of his solo projects that are from me, some of those songs weren't intended to be on his solo projects. Like, so one of those songs is Eclipse that ended up on his album. I recorded Eclipse. For those who don't know, I recorded that song in 2001. Now, I want you to think about when Modal Soul came out, right? So that's like a good 4 years he had been sitting on that track because it was a part of those initial sessions. Because during that second batch of sessions that we did, I recorded roughly 10 songs during that period of time. Another song that was recorded during that period of time was Think Different, right? Neither one of those songs were recorded, like from my standpoint, neither one of those songs were recorded for his solo project. They were recorded for Sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? So when people listen to some of the songs I do with him, and they're like, "Oh, I prefer some of these joints," because one, I know they like the production, but when they point out the subject matter, what they oftentimes don't know is the reason why those songs are so personal and reflective, and really kind of like doing what if you listen to my solo work, you realize I do all the time, is because they weren't made with his album in mind. They were made with my album in mind. But when we had the fallout, we still had all of this music that we had recorded together, that we had already started working on. The only song from that second batch of sessions that we did, or I should say the sessions during my second trip, when we made all of this other music, only song that wasn't recorded for my solo album was Blessing It. You know what I mean? Like I knew that was more so for something he was working on. But all of these other things that I recorded during this time, most of which weren't released, were recorded for Sacrifice. So that's just like a little gem that a lot of people don't know when it comes to this stuff. But let's go to these questions real quick before we keep it pushing. Let's see. Question, if time permits, could you play a few joints from Sacrificial Lambs, considering that this is the 20th anniversary for it? It's criminally underrated and deserves some love. Yeah, we'll play it. Let's play like 2 joints from it, and then we'll keep it pushing. Made it today. Hope everyone's blessed. Peace. What's going on, Blazing Black? All right. Happy belated Father's Day. Thank you. I don't know if you have little ones, but same to you if you do. All right. Just as I typed it, you're doing it anyway. I'm happy now. I got you, bro. It's just so wild to think back. In 2006, I was 11 and wouldn't have discovered you. Wow, 6 years later. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Let's see. Not gonna lie, I like a little more songs on Lambs than Sacrifice. Yo, that is a common thing. People have said that to me for years. But Sacrifice has some timeless joints I always go back to. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Laugh out loud. Wow, think different. Crazy. Yeah, that was intended for my solo album. Yep. This explains why you stood out to me. Hey, what up, y'all? As I mentioned before, my brother Navy Montel, I will be on his show later today. Matter of fact, while he's here, let me drop that link. Good to see you, bro. It's funny, I got the promo graphic queued up, so I was about to show that in a minute anyway. But now that you're here, we can do that sooner. So catch me and Navy Montel later tonight, all right? Catch us later tonight. Make sure everything's cool. And here is the link. So make sure y'all set y'all notifications for this. We're starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight, so tune in. What if you play I Own You from that album? You know I got it. So fun fact for y'all. You know how like whenever I'm talking to Namu Wonderling, you hear me call him nephew. Well, that's because his mother and I grew up together. We made songs together, all of that. Like she's my sister from another mister, right? Like I got a ton of history with her. We're super close. And then Nayir's father is also an old friend of mine who I recorded my first demo with. He produced most of the music, all of the music on my very first demo. And so like, yo, like, you know, this is maybe, I don't know if it's not quite 20 years, but a good 15, almost 20 years before Namu or Nayir, as I call him, was even born. Right. So his dad actually produced the song I Own You from Sacrificial Lambs. So, yo, like, yeah, man. Yeah. So fun fact for y'all. Yep. Navy says it's going to be Bob tonight. Yes. Looking forward to chopping it up with you, my brother. Same to you, bro. It's definitely going to be dope. So, yeah, man, we'll definitely play some. Let's play something from Sacrificial Lambs right now. I'll cue that up. And since y'all we're talking about I Own You, I will definitely do that. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Flip One or Flip Uno. He's definitely had a bunch of different aliases over the years, man. But yeah, man, he is an amazing artist in his own right and still puts out dope music too. So let's cue this joint up. All right, we're gonna switch to this one. What I'm gonna do though, I'm only gonna play like 2, maybe 3 joints and not dive all the way in, because I think what we'll do is in the next few weeks, let's do I'm gonna do a live commentary of it. I think what I might do, I'm debating though, I might record it live so everyone can see it initially, but make it so that the playback is only available for the members of the channel. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking about doing going forward. You know, just to make sure we got more content for those of you who are supporting in a way that's a bit more sustainable for me. Of course, man, I'm like, if you catch it live and you tune in live, that's great. But like for those of you who are diehard supporters and are in the position to support in other ways, maybe we'll let it live there. So let's switch it over real quick. Share this instead. All right, cool. Got it queued up. All right, so we're going to start with I Own You. Yeah, man. Yo, Flip is crazy.
I want you to know, take you where you went. I want you to go study the flow, hungry for more. If you want to a show, come see the pro. Says I know unless you got money to blow. Put up or shut up and run for the dough. You hit up and lit up and drug on the flow, so don't fuck with a bro, and you won't be suffering, Joe. Sit your ass down like a snuff with a blow. Then I push in your nose and come with concussions and more. Just something to know for you step in the dojo. You so slow, sing it in slow mo.
Shit is kinda pointless, no yo. Like the kids with no fingers, yo yo.
Back to the show, though, war program. The show man's the Conan, no dope jams. The flow man is nasty than old spam, no scam. You couldn't get a grip with both hands. Getting funky on the good foot, minus this whole jam. Halfway crook, so shook they hold hands. Oh damn,
I own you. Yeah, that's what they told you. I break, shake, and mold you. When I rock it, think I sold you. I own you. Yeah, that's what they told you. I break, shake, and mold you. When I rock it, think I sold you. Something's better than when I tell you. You don't want no problems with me.
What's crazy too is like listening to these old mixes, like knowing what I know now. You know what I mean?
horrible beast, I be clobbering beats, keeping my listeners in a collar release. What headphone sits to the scalp? If you resist, get pitched from the out. So wise guys will skydive without a parachute. Harder to water skin with a pair of boots. Made of cement with a ball and chain attached. And the party just started. What scene is that? I put a green is pat. If you came to rap, there's more to it than how your chain is back. Come back with your band, where your brain is at. I'm aiming to slap every one of you flame the cats. I'm a maniac. You're a slave to the system. Try to play hip hop or made him a victim. Put the back down, sit your ass down. You want too much, play the background. Cause I own you.
Yeah, that's what they told you. I break, shake, and mold you. When I rock it, think I sold you. I own you. Yeah, that's what they told you. I break, shake, and mold you. When I rock it, think I sold you. Something's better than when I tell you. You don't want no problems with me. I don't orders real well too.
So many people flagrantly hating me. Why are they mistaking me for someone sweet as bakeries? Foolish pride or just bravery? Hell, flip a coin once again, it's on. I treat shit like porn, stick dick to pawns, fuck your verses up. Never call back, just said it cause I was bored. You would never all that. But I give it to you, baby, like the late great Rick James. Bitch, call Mayday. Quick, slay lanes quick. They ain't sick. Nobody care like when AJ quit. Take aim, spit, spray main spricks. Hey, face it. They basic. Display hatred cause they make shit. This fake facelift with great braces. Cause I own you.
Yeah, that's what they told you. I break, shake, and mold you. When I rock it, think I sold you. I own you. Yeah, that's what they told you. I break, shake, and mold you. When I rock it, think I sold you. Something's better than when I tell you. You don't want no problems with me. You follow orders real well too. And as you come to my robbery.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Flip. Yo, so one of the things, let me pause the joint real quick. One of the things about like this project and yeah, man, it was so many like joints on here that were dope. Like I feel like they were really, really dope, and you know, and there was definitely like one of my favorite songs on here for real. Like I know someone had pointed out what's it called? The Starving Artist. That's another one. Like I think so many people gravitated to this because there are a lot of harder tracks on this maybe than some of my other albums and stuff, right? Like joints where I'm really like kind of barring folks up on it. And then what's crazy too is two of the probably, I'm looking at the numbers, two of the least popular joints on here are joints I produce. It also had this this joint, because this is back when I was still fine tuning my production, and it wasn't where it is now. But then, like concept wise, like the song "Dr. Thinking Rhyme," right? And it's funny, I had a sequel that I started working on but never put out called "The Bride of Thinking Rhyme," where it was basically me building my favorite rapper, right? Like taking my favorite parts of different MCs and different like artists I listen to combine them into like the perfect rapper or the perfect MC. But yeah, man, it's definitely a slept on project. I think Marcus D's favorite track, or the one he would always talk to me about, was Some More, track 2, which was produced by he was going by Algorithm then, but now he goes by Almost. But so what I'll do, like, we'll play 2 more joints from it and then we'll keep it pushing. This joint, we're gonna play The Starving Artist because I know that was brought up. Hold on. Yeah, thank you, fam. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, let's play The Starving Artist right now. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Suede Jewelry did this one.
Think sometimes that people don't respect this shit and really think it's a fucking game. Listen, yo, I do this for the love of the music, but it never hurts to get a little something to do it, especially when these dummies getting paid out the ass, and those nice that it ain't making no cash. Youngins getting signed labels, raping their ass, and those I once respected have been making some trash. Who think that pure hip hop's taking the dash? All along I've been keeping this safe in the stash for a rainy day. It's been moving for years. Know the culture that suffered, I've been ignoring the tears. Now I'm fighting for her through expression itself, and I fight for my fam. At times getting no help, but I keep at it. And at times my story get made seem tragic, but I changed the miracle, man. You thought you seen magic, cause you never seen a struggle so beautiful. It's my everyday, this is nothing unusual. This is more than street shit. This is if I don't make it, we won't eat shit. People need this more than a rapper rhyming to the beat shit. Life reenacted on disc, repeat this. More than street shit. This is if I don't make it, we won't eat shit. People need this more than a rapper rhyming to the beat shit. Life reenacted on disc, repeat this. Been rhyming over a decade, far from rich, but I'm blessed enough to get paid for the bars I spit. Ironic because the microphone, I never thought to grab it. At least I turned this off on to a self-supporting habit. Still broker than the mofo, can't live off show though. Thank God I can draw, there goes my logo. Gotta be enough to way I ain't got the dough, cuz so I'm forced to do it all like one half a low tub. Need someone to do what I can do, man, for what? But the constant grind I'm on to make the man go nuts. Playing phone tag with these cold ass executives, to the point I barely have time to call my relatives. Free time negative, it's like I gotta schedule it deep, cause at times I forget to sleep. Feels like time wasted when you're on the grind, face it. This shit here has never been for the weak. How would you know you ever been in the streets? Blocks hot to the point that it singes our feet. When dawn cracks, it's all black, though I tire. Early bird gets the worm and soars much higher. This is more than street shit. This is if I don't make it, we won't eat shit. People need this more than a rapper rhyming to the beat shit. Life reenacted on disc, repeat this. Write my own rhymes, you ain't telling me nothing. Cover designs, mine also sick with production. But this heat you're hearing is that a suede jewelry, illustrating my pain and the track you made for me. So what can you say to me? You ain't understanding me. Pressing my own CDs and cutting the covers manually. Chopping, bagging that quality product just for cats to download it. Gotta be my luck. Young, and do you know how much I paid for this? My papers out of here like VHS and laser disc. Shit, broken forced to promote online. The dudes I grew up with don't go online, so the ones that need to hear it most don't know I exist. Meanwhile, hip hop music is going to shit. Gotta eat before I starve and my ribs are showing. But that's what you get when you live for flowing. This is more than street shit. This is if I don't make it, we won't eat shit. People need this more than a rapper rhyming to the beat shit. Life reenacted on disc, repeat this. More than street shit. This is if I don't make it, we won't eat shit. People need this more than a rapper rhyming to the beat shit. Life reenacted on disc, repeat this.
Man, listen. Shout out to Sway Jury. Shout out to all of the different folks who came into the studio to do to record the chorus, right? Because like I know y'all mostly hear me on the chorus, but I think there's at least 2 other rappers who contributed to the hook. Like saying the vocals in the background, and that's my man Cash the Lyrical Renaissance, who gave me the concept for If I Was Your Mic, and that's also PH, my man Pumpkinhead. God bless the dead. So like, yeah, man, shout out to both of them who came in and added vocals to that hook. Cause yo, like all of us who've made music over the years, man, any of the creatives who've done this, you know how much you sacrifice to do it. And it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and oftentimes doesn't go like rewarded or acknowledged. And so, but you love doing it. So like, regardless to where it goes and who it reaches, man, you put your all into it, and you pray somebody hears it and connects with it. And if that's as far as it go, that's, it is what it is, man. I've been blessed that I've been able to make a career out of this. But like, yo, like I know that part where it was like where I'm talking about like people downloading it, right? Like downloading the music. You can tell this is at a different time because this is when we're still selling and mostly eating off the physical sales. But like now we're getting to the point where people are actively downloading your music, and this is pre-streaming when this comes out, or at least pre-streaming everywhere. And so, yeah, man, it was a different time. It was a different time, but like, but it's just dope to kind of reflect on where it is now versus where we were. Yo, thank you, fam. I appreciate it. See, I actually wouldn't have known that about the chorus until you said it. I love hearing little details I never knew about the tracks. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm gonna do a full commentary on this project and stuff. I just figured I'd give you a little gem right now. Let's play one more and then we'll keep it pushing. All right. I'm gonna play my personal favorite from this joint. And when I say my personal favorite, like I used to perform the song What I Love from this album. I used to perform that song on a regular basis. It was like that song and probably Opium are the ones I used to perform the most when this project came out. Yo, thank you, family. I appreciate you, man. God bless you. All right, so let's give this joint a listen. This is produced by my man Chu Fu. Shout out to Chu Fu of Essential Entertainment and Pure. There was a dope producer. We had a group together called Phenom, where the stuff we were making was like mostly like EDM and house like type stuff. But yeah, man. But this is the song What I Love, one of my personal favorites. This track, I'm gonna tell you, this will be like the second time I heard something in particular that I stuck with over time. All right, but let's get into it.
I do what I love, love what I do. Doing it for me as well as for you. Say true with the words that I'm speaking, you people feel. But when your opinion is really keeping it real, I do what I love what I do. Doing it for me as well as for you. Say true with the words that I'm speaking, you people feel. But when your opinion is really keeping it real.
It's been a long time, but I never left you. Stuck on CP time, fans like what kept you. Just label changes, hating strangers, and several failed attempts to invade the majors. But I'm back with a vengeance, now love me or hate me. Love me or pay me, say fuck me or play me. Makes me no difference, just long as I'm thought about. Bet you pay attention if names I was calling out. With names falling out of tight clothing. Sacrificing who I am, cause I like flowing. I'm a black man first, MC second. Any questions, many lessons I learned when you listen up. Yo, I'm never giving up. Force feeding food for thought to rap cat, spit it up. Your fist, get it up. If you live righteous and you don't give a fuck who claims to be nicest, I aim to be priceless. priceless, worth more than jewels, hanging in ciphers, sharing what I do well to educate young ones, elevate from guns to mind power, transforming these blind cowards to divine scholars who are dedicated to change, who never waited for fame, cause hesitation is vain. We penetrate in your brain, renovating the game till it's all new, to make it better for all you.
I do what I love what I do, doing it for me as well as for you. Say true with the words that I'm speaking, you people feel true. But when your opinion is really keeping it real, I do what I love what I do, doing it for me as well as for you. Say true with the words that I'm speaking, you people feel true. But when your opinion is really keeping it real.
When I recite a verse at a minimum, you're impressed. Substantial with that name, who could expect less? Giving you what you need without the excess. Some of us don't respect life, just respect death or fear it. Lost souls and weak spirits, and every single word that they utter, you can hear it while I stand proud. Cram crowds in small venues, build with my skill and tell you why God's in you. But it's hard when you've been doing this for years. Your crew disappears, and you've been dissed by peers trying to stay conscious when ignorance is bliss. My people think twice before you get into this. Disrespect over intellect in this biz, and y'all don't know jack about censorship. Talk sex, drugs, and violence, they won't censor shit. This the government, they'll put an end to it. Yo, why won't they let me be? Didn't mess with y'all till you mess with me. Sex and fast cars, or they let you see. They scared to put dough where the message be. Scared to put dough where the message be. They scared to put dough where the message be. Scared to invest money where the message be. Keeping us dumb so we can't get free.
Do what I love what I do, doing it for me as well as for you. Say true with the words that I'm speaking, you people feel true. But when your opinion is really keeping it real, I do what I love what I do, doing it for me as well as for you. Say true with the words that I'm speaking, you people feel true. But when your opinion is really keeping it real.
When disaster strikes, it's education leaking through a rapper's mic. The bastard might blast some light on issues in dark places. That's the reason some of our leaders caught cases or hot ones. The mind spray more than shotguns or ill triggers. Why be a real nigga, be a real leader, a real man, real original? How real would I be if I wasn't real with you?
Yo, yeah, man. Memory lane, yo. Yeah, we'll definitely do a full breakdown of Sacrificial Lambs at some point, man, where I kind of dive into all the things. But the one thing I will say, man, about like you know, that last verse where it's like that last verse is kind of based off of a performance I did when I was in New York, and this comedian that was hosting it. Y'all have heard me mention this story a few times, but yeah, what they said to me, like after I had spit some of my lyrics, they was like, yo, be careful, man. Like, yo, great set, but be careful, man. They kill people like you. You know, and it was crazy. Like here, and what was even crazy about that situation was like the audience laughing because, you know, he's a stand-up comic, right? But what he was just talking about is like people who push certain messages, push truth, bring attention to certain things. Like there's oftentimes, you know, danger that comes with being in that space and speaking on those truths, right? And yeah, man. So like that line where it's like when disaster strikes, is education leaking through a rapper's mic. The blast that might blast some lights on issues in dark places. That's the reason why some of our leaders caught cases or hot ones. The mind sprays more than shotguns or ill triggers. Why be a real nigga, be a real leader, a real man, real original. And like, you know, how real would I be if I wasn't real with you? So yeah, man, like just so it's funny because we had a conversation the other day. But yeah, man, first and foremost, thank y'all for sticking with me this long today and in general. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. But like, and also because I haven't said it and I gotta say it. You know what I mean? Anybody, man, who want to contribute to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. I know I ain't really been pushing it like that on y'all today, but definitely if you want to contribute via Super Chat, Cash App, Venmo, etc., PayPal, please do so. No pressure. It's always appreciated. Never mandatory. Always appreciated. See, I'm out of practice. But anyway, regardless, man, appreciate y'all. But yo, just like we were having a conversation recently where someone was talking about like, wondering why more people don't speak up about certain things. And like I just pointed it out, I was like, because of what comes with it, right? Like what I find interesting is I oftentimes don't really see, there are some people who I guess they see themselves as speaking truth to power and speaking up on certain issues. But really, when you look at their page, there's nothing that really shows who they are on their page, right? There's a lot of people who their whole presence online is really just taking content that other people have created that deal with the issues they care about, right? And they hide behind these posts, and you don't ever see their face, right? And that's for a reason, right? Like sometimes people want to be in these spaces and engage, but they don't want people to know who they really are. They don't want to expose themselves, right? Like whether that's to like people who don't like the information they're sharing, who may do something about that, right? Because like I said, like sometimes speaking about certain things can put you in harm's way. And so maybe they're hiding because of that. Or maybe they're hiding because like, so much of what they participate in contradicts what it is they quote unquote claim to care about so much, right? Whatever the reason is, people like that online and there's a ton of people like that, they know that like there are consequences with being vocal about these things and speaking on certain issues, whether that's someone you work for having an issue with it, you losing your job, whether that's someone potentially attacking you, online or in person. Like there's a lot that goes into it. So when I see people oftentimes coming for celebrities, or people like myself who have platforms and stuff like that, like, you need to be speaking up more. You need to be doing this more. You need to be doing this, that, and the third. I say to you what's been said to me a bunch of different times, which is like, lead by example, right? It's easy to tell people what they should be doing, or to tell people how to use their power, or to tell people how to spend their money, how to use their resources. It's much more difficult to put yourself in that position, right? Like do the work, do whatever it is you can to like, so you can have like, find yourself in the position where people, number one, care what you do, care to listen to what you got to say, this, that, and the third. It requires a ridiculous amount of work, right? But then be in that position where it's like, after you've built all of that up, you can decide every day how much of it you want to risk by being vocal on the things you have a problem with. It requires a ridiculous amount of sacrifice. And I think that sometimes I feel like people don't understand what comes with that. And keep in mind, I'm not making excuses for these people, because to a certain extent, like to some people, I'm those people, right? I'm not making excuses. What I am saying to you is like, what sacrifices have you truly made? Right? How many of you have worked for a company that did some things you didn't like, right? To like maybe someone you work with. Not only did you speak up about it, right? Directly to the people, right? But you took next steps. You reported it, like whoever you had to report it to. And on top of that, you exposed that company publicly. And lastly, like walked away from it or put yourself in a position to be let go, which now impacts your personal life. Who amongst us have made those sacrifices in their actual lives, right? Because I think that a lot of times people say a thing, but they don't understand themselves what it means to do that, because they've never done that before. I've worked at a job where they did things that I didn't like, and I've brought it to their face, or would have reported to different folks. I've been the person that like, worked with kids and their parents were abusing them, or like their caregivers were abusing them, and then had to be at the school like until like, I got there 7-something in the morning, had to be there at 8 o'clock at night, dealing with CPS, Child Protective Services and stuff like that. Like, and literally put like, they know my name, they know my face. I did the quote unquote right thing, but now every time I'm in the world, if I bump into these people, there might be some problems that come with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, not enough. I feel like people don't know what comes along with it. I got in this argument on YouTube with someone after one of my videos I posted because they didn't like something I had to say when I was talking about black people historically and what our contribution to the world has been. Because, you know, people a lot of times say, well, if you're so unhappy with Europeans and colonization and white folks and all of these different things, then yeah, just like you talk about taking away what your contributions are, oh, we'll take away this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool in theory until you realize that the planet as we know it, right, the oldest civilizations and all of these different things started in Africa. So what you're saying doesn't work because there were people here even before those people, and there were things that they contributed that even put you in the position to do the thing. So if we're playing that game, we can go further back, and then you realize, oh, none of you got anything to work with. Oh, now you don't like that. Now you mad. So the person gets upset because I said what I said and didn't back down from it. And they start talking like a whole lot of stuff. They're writing some long ass comments, right? They're, you know, super long ass comments. And I'm, you know, and I've already made my point. So I'm not really arguing with them at this point. They're just writing comments that are like this long. And then I'm just like, nah. And then they write something else. And I'm like, still, nope. Yeah, like nothing they said. I'm like, once I made that point, there's nothing you can say that changes that, because you think I'm saying it because I'm black, but because, you know, let's keep it a buck. Some dishes taste better from a white chef. So I can say it all day, but because I'm black, you think I'm only saying it because I'm black. I'm just trying to lift up other black people. But then when white historians, all these other people, like with all the degrees and all of the things that have been vetted and all of that stuff, are saying the same thing, and now I'm just giving you that information, because now you can't use that argument. You see what I'm saying? So I just stripped away what you were saying, because you can't say that I'm saying that just because a whole bunch of people that look like you have said this too. And last I checked, they've been vetted. They're smarter than you. They got all the paperwork, right? All the things. They got all the checks, and they've checked all the boxes. So now what are we talking about, right? You just don't like the truth. You see what I'm saying? So they get in their feelings and they start talking real reckless. And then at some point I shut it down, and this is what I said to them, and this is how I carry a lot of these situations. It's like, fam, yo, the reason why I'm not arguing with you anymore is because you're pretending to care about something you actually don't care about. You don't like the truth that was presented to you. And so you're in your feelings. But the real truth is you don't actually care, right? And if you do, where's the evidence? They don't like that. So now here comes another long ad. I was like, so let me clarify. When I say where's the evidence, you're literally on YouTube arguing with people and there's no picture of you. You're using an alias, a username that is not your real name. What is your footprint in the world to show me the work that you've done in your personal life to prove that you care? Where's the work that you've done in your professional life to show that you care? It doesn't exist because you're hiding. You're hiding. You're a coward, right? Like, fam, if you ever got a problem with anything I say, nigga, I'm here. There's a whole, bro, like, there's whole pages, whole posts, a history of what my contributions have been to the world through my music, through education. All of this stuff is documented. And if you really want to find it, it ain't hard to find. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I'm the most popular, but like all of this stuff, I'm living out loud. So I can't hide when I say a thing, right? So I'm already making these sacrifices. And when I say an opinion that somebody don't like, it ain't hard to find me, fam. And understand that I'm living my life the way I'm living, and I'm walking through the world mostly by myself. You don't know what that's like. So you don't get to tell me, like what I should say, what I shouldn't say, this, that, and the third, or when you get in your feelings about an appointment, like an opinion, pardon me, when you get in your feelings about an opinion that I have that you disagree with, because you're hiding. I don't give a shit what you got to say, because we are not living our lives the same way. There are immediate consequences for everything I say and do because of how I choose to walk through the world. If you are not living your life like that, then you critiquing someone else for not being more vocal about whatever, or sharing an opinion that you don't agree with, and this, that, and the third, when there's no evidence of work that you've done or evidence that you actually care about the topics you're talking about, no one gives a shit, fam. No one gives a shit. You see what I'm saying? Because there is no proof that you actually care. So that's why I shut them down, because I was like, why do I need to continue to argue with someone that it's like, fam, you don't even exist. If you told me who you were right now, how can I prove it? How can I prove it? Right? So again, and I'm not saying that you need to put all your business out there, but what I'm saying, what you're not about to do is preach to people who do that every day, living out loud every day, easily accessible every day, and sometimes share things that are going to put them, their family, anyone they care about in harm's way, right? They're brave enough to do that. And then you're wondering why other people aren't willing to do that, because nigga, consequences are real, right? And some people aren't willing to do that, but you should know that, because that's why you ain't got to, that's why you don't use your real pictures, right? You're not using your real pictures. You're not using your real name. You're not telling people with your face and all this stuff how you really feel about certain people or certain things that are happening in the world, right? In any other setting, someone who's doing that would be considered a coward, would be considered a lot of different things. Maybe it's smart, whatever it is. But preaching to someone else about what they should be doing when that's how you move online, it's weak. It's weak. So lead by example. If you want other people, and don't think that because you're not as popular. That's what I need all of y'all to know. Don't think that because you're not as popular as me or someone else that you believe to be empowered, that you have no power, and that like what you say doesn't matter as much as what they say, and how you live doesn't matter as much as how they live. It matters more to the people who have access to you, because more is caught than taught. If you want to change the world and you want people to do things differently, then live that way, and then watch the people closest to you change how they live when they see the results. Simple as that. Simple as that. If more people just did that, the world would be different. But people rather talk. They'd rather tell you than show you, because it's easy to do that. It's easy to do this. Post. You know what I mean? But to be out here, really doing this work day to day, really impacting people's lives day to day, seeing someone down and out, taking time to speak with them, putting up some money, you know, like, yo, it's a lot. It's a lot. And most people aren't willing to do that. You know what I mean? But we love to talk about other people and what they should be doing. It's like, yo, lead by example, fam. All right, let me read these comments and then we'll get out of here. These are classic, bro. Crazy, underrated. Love to see it get more attention, man. I appreciate you. Exactly. Did that both as an educator and as a soldier in Iraq. My man, shout out to Mr. Shear, bro. I already know. Hello, everyone. Does anybody know why Waiting for the Clouds is taken off of Spotify? Unfortunately, I have no idea why. It hasn't been communicated to me. This is the first time me even hearing that it's not on Spotify. So thank you for bringing that up. Happy Mochi says, you're speaking about something I've been thinking about a lot. My birthday reflection has felt pretty deep this year, and I haven't really known what to do with it. Word. But listening to you always makes me want to make a video or go live on Instagram and talk it out. Yeah, man. I think, you know, like I'm not a person sometimes that when I'm going through things always thinks to kind of come here and share it. But I do know that in the moment, if it feels right in the moment, then I go with it. But yo, like I think we're all like, as we grow older and stuff like that, and we become clear on the things that are most important to us and what we want to see in the world, what we want to see in our day-to-day lives, and what we want for the people we care about, or just people in general and stuff, man. Like, you start to like really reflect on how you're moving and what you could be doing different, and how you can be giving more to the world, to your community, and to yourself, right? Because we all deserve better, right? Uncle Stan would be really a really good host or guest for a podcast. I appreciate that. Thank you, nephew. Thank you. Hey, keeping me and mine off these poles, one donation at a time. LaPrince, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I agree. I'd subscribe. I love his story times. Thank you, fam. Real talk. Thank you, brother. I feel that. You have a lot of those type of cyber cowards on social media. Shake my head. Yeah, bro. It's wild, man. It's wild. And it's always wild when I see like people engaging and arguing with these folks. I'm like, fam. And then some of them are bold and got their picture up and this, that, and the third. And they don't, shout out to them. I was like, yo, at least you standing on what you said. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to those folks in today's world who see people who are out here who are reckless with, you know, they believe what they believe, but they think that there are no consequences for what they say. The reason why some people are hesitant to say what they feel, even when they're right, is because they know there are consequences, right? That's not someone being scared or a coward or this, that, and the third. That's intelligence, right? Like, you're trying to think through that if I go out here and say this thing or do this thing, what could happen? Now, I'm okay with whatever's going to happen to me, but now I got to consider what's going to happen to these other folks I know. You see what I'm saying? To my kids, to this, that, and the third. There's certain people in my family, oh, I ain't worried about them. Oh, I'm not worried about them. I'm more worried about what they might do to some of these other folks who think they're going to do something to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many of us know those folks, but I know a lot of those folks. You see what I'm saying? And like, and share things like I love you with those kind of folks. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, sometimes, right? Like me, I feel like I had this conversation with the homie. Yeah, man, shout out to Aerospace. I was kicking it with him yesterday. Shout out to my former manager, Ope. I was kicking it with him last night too. And I was like, bro, sometimes the toughest part about moving through the world isn't so much just worrying about what you gonna do to folks, right? Like in a bad situation, but you know that, like, depending on what some of your relationships may be and how some of those people get down, you worried about how they're gonna respond to people who thinking they gonna say and just do anything to you. Because I can control myself, but I can't stop them from doing what they gonna do. So that's why they come out sometimes, but they don't always be at everything. You know what I'm saying? And thank God we all getting older and ain't like, you know, who we were in our younger years and stuff like that. But yo, man, there's a lot that comes with, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with living this life, man, and just really thinking through how to move, how to act, how to interact with people, what to say, what to do, and what needs to be said. And also, if you're in a position to really fairly judge anyone who's choosing to move through the world a particular way, you know what I mean? And so, you know, that's all. I'll leave it there, man. But I appreciate y'all for listening, man. I appreciate the compliments, and definitely thank you so much for the donation today, family. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. For the most part, I know it got a little heavy at the end, but you never know what you're going to get with me, man. I'm just out here doing my thing. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up because y'all can't see what the studio look like. But everything that y'all can't see, it look crazy here because we packing. I got like records and boxes and stuffies, and yeah, it's real out here. But yeah, man, yes, this is important. Don't forget to press that like button. If you're watching the replay later, please leave a comment and stuff. Thank y'all, man, so much for watching today. And don't forget to catch me and Navy Montel later tonight. I'll be back on live in about 3 hours with the homie. Talking that talk, man, and hanging out. So love y'all, man. Have a great weekend. Peace, y'all. Y'all be well. It's time for my youngest daughter's favorite part of the show. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. All right. Peace, y'all. Who made it to the end? Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Who made it to the end? Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Yo, 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 yo. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Yo, 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 yo. Subscribe, like, do whatever you like. Stay subscribed, like, do whatever you like. That's right.